Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. I am getting ready for an awesome 2015, and I hope you guys are too. I am Sarah Marble, and I'm a Diamond Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. And this new year, I am looking forward to some amazing and exciting things. I wanted to share with you what I am going to be doing with my team for what I'm calling a business strategy session. This is just something that I'm feeling like is going to work well. I've done it with my personals as they join. And now looking ahead, assessing my team, who wants to move forward, who is ready to rock and roll, who maybe was going slow in 2014 and they're ready to take it to the next level. So I just jotted down a few notes and I figured let's jump this, throw this onto a Hangout, and that way you guys can all have the information that you need. So if you are just joining us, a bunch of people are, I'm still new to technology. So if you want to just mute yourself out, that way I'll just rock and roll and we won't have any issues with it jumping back and forth when it picks up your noise. So thank you so much. But we are going to make a plan, and that plan, they say you never plan to fail. It's all in just failing to plan. So having a way to move forward in this new year and work with one, yourself, and two, your team members, I think this can be very, very helpful. So I have a few phone calls set up for this week with some personals, and we are going to discuss several things. The very first thing that you need to do in a business strategy session, this can either apply to what you're going to do to work with your team members or what you need to do for yourself. So this could be me just chatting with you about what you need to do. Is just the basic, you have to know why you're doing this. Asking your new ambassador or just deciding, why do I want to be involved in Plexus? The answer to that question will then set the tone for the entire rest of the conversation. And I'll give you an example of several reasons why. If somebody says, Sarah, I'm looking to get healthy, I potentially could see that I'm going to share this with some people, but first I would just like to work on me. I'm not in a good place with my health. I'm having this issue, this issue, this issue. I saw the benefit of joining to get the cheaper prices. So can you help me to move forward in my health journey? Somebody who tells me that that's what their why is, I'm not going to be jumping to do three-way calls with them right away. So it will set the tone for what the relationship is going to be. If there is a miscommunication or a misunderstanding as to why they joined, if I perceive a potential rock star and they just want to take their products and see how it goes, there can be a little bit of a wedge that's put there, because if I'm giving tasks and assignments and they're not doing it, I'm going to get frustrated and say, well, what's the matter? I thought they joined Plexus, so they can build a business, and now it looks like they're not doing anything. So that's vital. That very first question, why did you get involved with Plexus? That answer is going to let you know this is the direction it's going to go. Now, if they tell you, I need to make $3,000 a month because I need to be able to quit one of my jobs, or I need to, make X amount of dollars, or, I'm having a baby and so I've got 10 months to get this business going. Somebody who gives you an answer like that, bam, we're going to take this business now to the next level. I'm going to give you homework. We're going to be working through this system that I'm going to share with you guys. So that first question is key, because as the upline, you don't ever want to impose your perceived goals and expectations onto somebody if that's not what they want out of it. Now, all that being said, when I just joined to get my products at wholesale. I did not know what network marketing was. So you could see that somebody with their foot in the door starting their products could potentially become a Diamond Ambassador, because that's what happened to me. But it's a progressive journey of, I love these products, I'm sharing these products. So we don't want to push that journey. We definitely want to give all of the information, as they're having amazing results. And if you are in close contact with them and saying, my mom wants it, my sister wants it, there's obviously going to be an open door for you to carry the conversation to, well, if you're starting to share, this is the potential that you can have with the business. So if you're always listening to where your team member is, it's going to be a really good building relationship of how can I help and support you to achieve what you would like to achieve. So let's go back to, you've got somebody who wants to earn $3,000 a month. They need this to be a business so that they can have a good plan B. The next thing we're going to do is set those realistic goals. What do you think you can invest? I'm going to ask them. How much time are you willing or able to put into your Plexus business? What's the time frame? Is there a final point, a cutoff point for when you need to achieve this by? Because that's going to say how aggressive we are. For the rest of this Google Hangout, for those purposes, I am going to pretend that somebody just joined my team today and they want to get to the top as fast as they can. They're ready to rock and roll with Plexus. So what are we going to do from there? From there, if they say, I'm ready to work, tell me what to do, I need assignments, I want to be as successful as I can be, what do I need to do? One, they're going to be a product of the product. So I'm going to give them a rundown of, these are the products I take, this is how I take them, see what welcome pack they ordered, kind of chat with them about successful use of our products, because being a product of the product is one of the #1 ways that you're going to be successful. And it doesn't have to be weight loss. Plexus Slim is amazing, and yes, I have a dramatic before and after picture. However, we have life-changing, dramatic testimonies and stories of people who are using the ProBio 5, the Bio Cleanse. I'm convinced we could have an entire company just with our Fast Relief products. So just know that it doesn't have to be a certain regimen. The triplex combo is amazing. It's changing people's lives. But there's going to be a little bit of product education and understanding the importance of you being on the Plexus products. The next thing we're going to do is talk to them about how you can start your business. What are you going to need to do to get your Plexus business going? The main thing you're going to need to do is sit down and start making that list. That dreaded list of people that you know, friends, family, contacts, acquaintances. 100 names is good. 200 names is even better. And then I want you to circle that top 20. I'm starting my business. Who are the top 20 people that I want to have on my team, ready to rock and roll? I'm going to work closely with my team member in saying, who is this person that you want to share Plexus with? Okay, it's your mom. That's going to probably be a phone call. Hey, Mom, I just joined Plexus. I'm so excited. I'd love for you to take a look at this with me because I think we could do this together and it would be amazing. In helping your new team member work through their contact list, you'll be able to give them options, choices, suggestions for what's the best way to share this opportunity with them. It's easy, in my opinion, to, best friends, sisters, those are just going to be a phone call. Hey, I'm ready for you to do this with me. I'm so excited about it. Let's start together. Let's do it together. A lot of our top leaders, their team leaders are best friends. They were friends before Plexus, and now they're just adding this to their lives, and they're having an amazing time doing it together. As you get down to, neighbors, teachers at my kids' school, those kinds of things, that's going to be a little bit different. And I'm going to give you a few suggestions for how you can reach out to people on your contact list that's not that hot market. The first would be to do a business launch party, and that could be something as simple as coffee and conversations. Invite 10 or 20 people over and have coffee and Plexus Slim, and it's just going to be a little social gathering at your house where you let them know that you're so excited about the new year. This is a new year, new you. You are ready to have new life in either financial or health aspects, and you would love for them to come over and hear what you're up to. You're upline, if they're local, would be able to come and help you do this launch event. You could do something virtually where everybody sits in the living room and you invite me or somebody else in via Google Hangout or Skype to do a little bit of a presentation. Getting those 10, 15, 20 people in a room and actually having a business launch is exciting, because you have this person's excited, this person's interested, this person is asking questions, and you can have a little bit of a buzz and electricity in the room. I have had launches where 10 people showed up and 3 people joined, and the person who had the launch went silver in 1 hour. What a great way to start your business for the new year. You've got 3 people ready to rock and roll with you and move forward. So a business launch is a very good idea. Another way would just be emailing, Facebook messaging, telling people, hey, I'm so excited for the new year. I would love to share with you something that I've just started. Do you have a few minutes? We could chat on the phone, meet for coffee, so I can share with you what I'm up to. If they say yes, what is it? There's always the option to give them a link to either a Diamond documentary or our Plexus Worldwide product video. If they ask more questions about the compensation plan, introducing a third-party tool that Plexus already has in place is a great way to offer validity and credibility to what you're presenting. It gives them a little bit of a peek into what you're doing, and then you can ask questions from there. So I think this is a vital step in launching your business, is working with your team member to give them the motivation and the encouragement and the, I would say, guts to reach out to the people on their list. Because sometimes it is a little bit nerve-wracking to pick up that phone and make that first call. You can kind of help with suggestions for what you would say, how you would share that information. From there, in making that list, helping them reach out to their list, you know, all those ways that we just talked about. As the questions start coming in with those prospects, setting up the opportunity to have an invitation to like a Monday night meeting, a weekly local meeting, or introduce the upline, the sponsor, with a 3-way call to help handle objections and help bring them to a point where they can decide, I'm going to be a customer, I'm going to be an ambassador, or no thank you, and maybe even help them ask for referrals if that's the way that it's going. Kind of this, if you envision this hand holding of, I'm helping all of my personals and then they're going to be doing the same with their people, it's a great way to offer this duplication. This is what my upline did for me, so this is what I'm going to do to help you. And it really is this team effort that everybody will be able to say, hey, this is a great place to be because we're all working together and I definitely don't have to do this alone. 3-way calls is something that once you get the hang of it, they're awesome, they're easy. I keep mine to less than 15 minutes, so we can, you know, handle that on a whole nother meeting or conversation if you want to, but I think that's a very important way to start helping your prospects or help your new team members reach out to their prospects and help kind of move things forward. Now, what I wanted to talk to you about is excitement and urgency. It is New Year's Day. If you are watching this video today, it's New Year's Day 2015, January 1st. If we create some goals or some deadlines around the next 48 hours, Plexus happens to be having a special where you get a discount on your annual web hosting fee when you pick a welcome pack. That's a great way to make your list and start reaching out to people on your list, because you've got that sense of, now is the time, it's the new year, let's do this together. I'm reaching out to as many people as I can so you can start and join with me now and we'll all move forward together. If you have that little bit of a timeline to create that sense of urgency, that excitement is contagious. I've got a person on my team right now who is just marching this out in steps, proving to me that what I'm saying works. And, you know, she shared with somebody, it seemed like it was an awesome opportunity. They jumped on board. You know, she let her know, this is a great time, new year, new you, let's start this. They made their list, started reaching out to people, and in a matter of less than a week, we're getting rank promotions, you know, $500 of personal volume. People are joining as customers, they're joining as ambassadors, and it's this electric, contagious excitement. And I can't help but get excited when I see this happening down below me. It's a very good comparison to, oh, well, I'm just going to share, and hope somebody asks me a question on Facebook. Just kind of going through the daily routine of, well, I guess I'll, share about this thing called Plexus. If you have this sense of urgency in making your list and contacting people on your list, having a conference call or a business launch or whatever it might be, it really can be this exciting, electric, contagious thing, and people can get caught up in that, and you potentially could hit that silver promotion and then that next gold promotion rather quickly. And we do have some people who are doing that quickly. I want to shift a little bit now, and I'll finish up with this. If you are a person who has existing team members, say, for example, for me, I've been in the business 4 years now, so I have a pretty significant amount of people who, for whatever reason, said it wasn't a good time for me, inactive team members. I do think for the new year, it's a great opportunity to just touch base with those people who have gone inactive and just say, I am doing, a overhaul. I'm reflecting, I'm goal setting, I'm strategizing, I've got my game plan in place. Do you have a few minutes that we could chat? Because I would love to know maybe what you think didn't work for you. Why did you go inactive? I would love to be able to offer a business strategy session with you, and we can see, maybe are you ready to give it a second go? I have a lot of people who joined before we had half the products that we do. So a new year, new products, there's whatever opportunity you can take to present to somebody who has already said yes once. They might just have been in a place where their life got busy. People have births, people have deaths in the family, people have job changes, people move. For whatever reason, there may have been a life circumstance that had them turn off, go inactive, and they have not been doing anything. I have a lot of people I'm so excited about working with previously inactive team members who are now ready to rock and roll. It's just like signing up somebody new. If they have not gone out and done any team building and now they're ready to go team build, sitting down with them, figuring out, again, okay, why did you join originally? Now what's changed? Why do you want to come back? And let's get you rocking and rolling and go through all of this, setting your goals, telling me what you need, and then working that game plan of making that list, helping them reach out to their prospects. It's so exciting to have new people like that, and then when they go silver, start working with those new people and help them start to set goals. And it really is this picture of, if you have a lot of people doing a little bit, we'll all move forward together. So nobody's ever going to make those big rank advancements on their own. You find your first 3 people, and then congratulations, you're a leader. And it's going to take some leadership development and some skills and some working with those people to help those people then start their team, and that's going to help get you to gold. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. I love that the going for silver and getting from silver to gold is just, to me, I love working towards that, because it's laying the bricks, it's laying the foundation of, what do I need my daily activities to be? How am I going to share? What response am I getting from, the different ways that I'm sharing? Getting to that gold promotion is working through all of these, learning how to present the products, learning how to handle objections, learning how to discuss how we make money on the compensation plan. It's a great learning curve, and there's a lot to learn, but it's so exciting. And then once you hit gold, it's a whole nother adjustment and shifting. How do I manage continuing to recruit, and how do I work on keeping my team motivated and helping to duplicate that process? So wherever you are, I think January 1st is an awesome, awesome opportunity to evaluate, reflect. I love this statement: do, review, and adjust. What did I do in 2014? Do I need to review and reflect? Did it work? Did it not work? What if it didn't work? Why? And then adjust. And that's a great, great thing. I will tell you, I think the majority of people, in your reflection and evaluating where have you been and now where are you, if there is a roadblock or a stumbling block, More often than not, with the situations that I'm familiar with, that roadblock or stumbling block is something that's there and will only be able to be conquered or overcome if the issue that's creating that roadblock is addressed and there is training, learning, growing, and personal growth and development that will get you past that hurdle. It might be time management. It might be people skills. Am I a good listener? Am I talking too much? Am I coming across as pushy? Am I giving too much data and too much information, when I need to listen more? So whatever those hurdles are, those roadblocks that have you at a rank and you're not moving forward in this new year, maybe be brave and ask your sponsor in your upline, can you look in and tell me what you see might be an opportunity for coaching? Is there something that you see that I'm doing or not doing that you could help me to work on? And I just love that we can, no matter where any of us are, there's always an opportunity to learn and to grow. I also love that there is an unlimited amount of resources out there. And every single person who watches this video, you have to know that if you dream big and if you set those goals and you do the work that needs to be done, you can go as far as you want to go. If you're not going as far as you thought you were going to be able to, evaluate what is it that I can do? What will help me move forward and move past where I am? For me personally, it was picking up books. I am so excited and proud that I've been going through my bookshelf, and that in the year 2014, it was the 4th year into my network marketing business, I have now read in 1 year over 35 books. Previously, I can't say in the years before that I had done that. I directly relate my success in being able to overcome limiting beliefs and the things that were holding me back by reading a book that helped me conquer a fear and move forward. So I put that out there all the time, the lists of things that I love. I'll try to link a few of my favorites. Maybe I'll do a top 2014, my favorites for what helped me the most. There's unlimited training out there, and it doesn't have to be a direct sponsor or an upline necessarily spoon feeding you that information. If you feel like you want to or need to be a better leader, John Maxwell, Orrin Woodward, just those two right now are keeping me so fed and motivated and inspired and encouraged. I don't think that that's going to end anytime soon. I mean, John Maxwell has, 30, 50 books he's written, and I'm only 5 or 6 into them. If you don't have time to sit down and read and you don't like to read, get the audios. 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day of personal growth and development will be life-changing. I'm promising you, if you invest 10, 15, 20 minutes, for me, it's been upwards to an hour, trading that television time for personal growth and development time, you will see success in your business like you have not seen before. Learning people skills, learning how to talk to people, just learning how to be a good friend, all will help you and benefit you in the career of network marketing. There's leadership advice out there, and then you guys know I absolutely adore the mastermind audios because it's real people working real jobs with real companies, building teams actively who are sharing their best practices of, this is how I got to where I am. Here are the roadblocks and the obstacles that were in my way, and this is how I overcame them. If I can look at somebody's hindsight, they already walked it and can look back and say what they learned. Why would I miss an opportunity to learn from somebody else's mistakes or learn from somebody else's journey and be able to apply that to my journey and potentially shorten my learning curve? Last thing I'll say and end on, speaking of shortening learning curves, there's a lot that can be said for reading. There's a lot that can be said for listening. There's a lot that can be said for associating with local groups at meetings and stuff like that. Events that train and that teach and that motivate and that help to overcome limiting beliefs, they have to be a priority in 2015. Just because you registered for Super Saturday and you say, okay, I'm going to do what I need to do to register for this Super Saturday, that's great. But I want you to say, how can I put 5 warm bodies from my team next to me in that row at Super Saturday? Because that is going to increase the learning curve. It's going to speed up any training that possibly could happen from an upline or from a book or anything like that. If you can get to an event in 2015, you are going to move ahead quicker. Now, that being said, convention 2015 should not be optional. If you have done a business strategy session and you have decided you want to be successful with Plexus, you have to register for June 4th through 7th, the convention. It's going to be in Phoenix, Arizona this year. It will build belief. It will, the motivation and inspiration that you'll get from going to that event will be unlike anything else. When you get 10,000 people all in the same room, all excited about the same thing, magical things can happen. So I hope this helps a little bit with what you need to maybe do to evaluate what am I going to do for the new year, and how can you use a business strategy session to work with your team members. And then when you see the ones that are ready to rock and roll or ready to take it to the next level, those are the people moving forward that you're going to be working closely with, investing time in, and as your team grows, wonderful things will happen. I love the quote, "A rising tide lifts all ships." You know, if we work with the worker bees and the leaders that want to work, everybody working together, we're all going to move up together. So, Happy New Year. I hope this was a little bit helpful. I would love to hear any feedback that you have, and I hope you guys have an amazing day, an amazing 2015. Talk to you later.